Is the AHJ right or wrong? Let's take 2 minutes to talk about this. First and foremost, let's talk about the job of the AHJ. The job of the AHJ is code enforcement. They are also there to interpret the codes that they decide upon and enforce those codes. Things are going to be done the way that the AHJ wants. Where they have jurisdiction, it is their rules. The AHJ requirements are always going to be followed unless it is a violation of the code itself. So let's look at another scenario. We've got an alarm company that is doing monitoring of a sprinkler system. The alarm company wants to install a panel with a communicator, and that's it, no other devices. The AHJ is also stating that they would like a smoke detector above the panel, a pull station, and a horn strobe. Well, looking at NFPA 72's requirements, we check off that all that's really needed is a panel with a communicator. Doesn't require a smoke detector, pull station, or horn strobe, but the AHJ wants it. So what do we do? Are they correct in that manner from what we look at from the national code? Is it something that we're going above? Well, with a dedicated function fire alarm system, which is what this sprinkler monitoring system would be, they're used in buildings that don't require a fire alarm. However, something within the building is still required to have a fire alarm connection or for monitoring of that system. So with that in mind, we would install a dedicated function system. They are not required to include the functions or features of what a building fire alarm system would have. Now, common applications, elevator recall or elevator control panels, sprinkler monitoring with supervisory devices, they're not intended for occupant notification. The panel protection by the detector is also not required. With your dedicated function fire alarms, no smoke is required, no pull station is required, no notification is required. All that's required is that the emergency function is being applied. So, with that in mind, code doesn't call for any of these things on a dedicated function, which is what this system would be. Building code or AHJ might require them, and exceeding code is always okay. So, was the AHJ right or wrong? I'll let you decide.